Hello Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. So we do have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So you could be meeting a soulmate very soon, or you might find yourself connecting with this soulmate already. If you're currently connecting with this soulmate, Gemini, this is somebody who's very different from what you're accustomed to dealing with, or you might meet a soulmate very soon that's very different from what you're accustomed to dealing with. But let's get into your reading. We're going to focus on you first, and we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? All right, let's see. Ooh. We have the Seven of Swords to the Four of Cups, and then we also have the Emperor. I feel like you're being presented with like a really, really good opportunity, okay? I'm actually getting the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're being presented with a really good opportunity though, Gemini. And I feel like you're, instead of embracing it, it's like you rather run in the opposite direction of it. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, it could represent, it could represent a job opportunity. It could represent a relationship with someone. But whatever this opportunity is that's being presented to you, it's a really, really good one. I just see you running from it. I just see you running from it. Let's look at this person that shows up to the right of me. How does this person currently view this relationship? With Gemini. So we do have the two of Pentacles, we got the Eight of Cups, and then we also have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like a really good opportunity is presenting itself to you, Gemini, in love. Okay, there's somebody here within your energy field that really, really does like you. I am definitely getting that. You are somebody who brings so much happiness and joy into this person's life. I want to focus, though, on this Eight of Cups really quickly. This doesn't really have anything to do with you. Kind of, sort of, but not really. It looks like this person walked away from a connection. Now, I don't feel like this connection that they walked away from happened recently. I feel like it happened, like, definitely, yeah, this connection came to an end either months ago or even years ago. But after that connection came to an end, it looks like this person, just kind of decided to just solely focus on, themselves. But I'm also getting this person had a lot of hope and faith that eventually the right person will essentially come along. And they're looking at you like you might just be that person. Now, even though I see this person extremely happy and excited, because of you and this connection and stuff like that, I do see this person still trying their hardest to just kind of take it day by day and see where life could potentially take the both of you. But I'm getting a lot of excitement nonetheless off of this person. It's like they're looking at you like you just might be the person for them. But there's this like energy of them understanding now that everything in life happens for a reason. So even though that relationship that they were in went south, and maybe they didn't even want it to go south, they're understanding now that everything in life, it does happen for a reason. Maybe that relationship that they were once upon a time in had to come to an end in order for this person to meet you. Now, I understand you might be looking at this person like, yeah, they're kind of getting a little too carried away with themselves. We just met, why are they falling into this like, energy of we're going to be together and run off into the sunset together. We just met. Well, listen, I just think this person really does like you. And they see a lot of potential here between the two of you. I'm just kind of getting like an energy of them already like fantasizing of, you and what their life is going to look like with you. So yes, even though things are just getting started, okay, between the two of you, they just can't help how they feel about you, Gemini. This person might be a Pisces, because I know Pisces tend to do that. They tend to like fantasize and stuff like that, especially when they're in love. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, or maybe this person just has Pisces within their chart. That's a possibility. But let's look at that Seven of Swords, Four of Cups energy. Yeah. A really good opportunity is presenting itself to you, Gemini. I can't emphasize this enough. This relationship is a connection that could bring a lot of happiness and a lot of... Hold on, my dog needs me. 1 second. Sorry, he wanted a treat, but he's okay now. Okay. As I was saying, sorry. Yeah, so this is a connection that could bring a lot of happiness and a lot of joy and abundance and stability into your life, but instead of you embracing it, it's like you just want to run in the opposite direction of it. I just kind of feel like this just wasn't a part of your plan, Gemini. This just was not a part of your plan as far as like falling in love and developing all these emotions for them, because you are. Let's be honest, like you're developing a lot of emotions for this person. You see a lot of potential between the two of you. And I get it. Like this just wasn't a part of your plan. It kind of looks like you just wanted to just focus on you and your career or your business if you have one. And then when you feel like you're ready to love again, okay, then different story. But it just kind of looks like you feel and think that you're not ready to like settle down right now or to love again, as of right now anyways. Not that you're against love or anything like that, because you're not against love. It just kind of looks like you had this plan, you know, set out for yourself, and it kind of looks like settling down just wasn't a part of it. You know what I mean? Just wasn't a part of it. But it's like you're in the only dilemma right now, because even though, okay, like settling down right now, it just wasn't a part of your plan, you still have a boatload of emotions for them. You still see a lot of potential with them. So it's like, it's like you want to run in the opposite direction, but you're like, damn, like I'm probably not going to find someone like this ever again. I'm probably not going to find a connection like this ever again. So it's like, you know, it's like you don't really know what to do at this point. How does Gemini currently feel? Yeah, you know that this is like a really good opportunity that's presenting itself to you. You know that. You know that. However, this just wasn't a part of your plan. This just wasn't a part of your plan. There was like so many things that you wanted to do with your life and accomplish and achieve and possibly even experience before you actually settle down. And it's like, boom, now they're here and you're just like, well, what the hell? Like, why now? You know what I mean? It's like perfect person, wrong time is basically what I'm getting. Okay. How does this person currently feel? Let's see what we got. We got the Four of Swords. Yeah. You know, this person just feels so complete with you, Gemini. They do. Isn't that so cute? They feel so complete with you. They feel at home with you. Yeah. They've been waiting for someone like you to show up in their life for quite some time now. And the fact that they feel such a strong and intense connection with you, it's like they just want to like stay here forever, you know? They truly do. Are you dealing with a Pisces? I can't like get off of that. Like this person really does like fantasize a lot about you and what their future is going to look like with you and what your kids, you know, you guys' kids are going to look like, and, you know, marriage and the house with the white picket fence, the whole nine. You know, they're very, yeah, they kind of remind me like of a Pisces. They do. They kind of remind me of a Pisces. So yeah, you could be dealing with a Pisces, maybe even a Cancer or a Scorpio, but primarily Pisces are the ones that do this, where they tend to fantasize, you know, especially when they're in love. They tend to fantasize a lot, and I feel like that's a whole lot of what we're seeing here on their behalf. A whole lot of that. Okay, what actions will Gemini take towards this person or moving forward? Okay, wait a second. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Two of Cups, and then we also have the Four of Wands. As time goes by with that Seven of Pentacles energy, this relationship between the two of you starts to get very, very serious, okay? Now, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Wands to the World. You're going to have to make a decision, because right now you're in a very indecisive place. It's like a part of you wants to pursue this because, you know, what if I never meet someone like this ever again? But then a part of you is like, but this wasn't a part of my plan. Like, I was trying to do this with my life. I was trying to do that with my life. Like, I wasn't trying to do all of that right now. You're going to have to make a decision. This is not a decision that you could obviously avoid and or prolong. Is basically what I'm getting. So I think it's in your best interest if you figure it out now, because there's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before this person tries to push for more out of you in this connection that they share with you, forcing you to have to face this decision, regardless if you're ready to make it or not. Feel me? So then there's that. What actions will this person take towards Gemini? or moving forward. Yeah, I do see the two of you having a very serious conversation. It's like they want to know, like, okay, like, what are we doing? Like, do you want something serious with me? Do you not? Are you looking for something serious? Are you not? Get ready, because that conversation is about to take place here between you and this person, which is going to basically cause you to have no other choice but to make a choice here. The bottom of the deck, we have the Tower, we do have the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Five of Swords. This message is primarily for them, not necessarily for you, but this is what they're going to find themselves experiencing within this dynamic that they share with you. There's going to be times where you're going to make this person feel like you really do want them in this relationship with them, but then there's going to be times where you're going to make them feel like you don't really want this like you say you do. They're going to eventually look at you like you're just playing with their head as well as their emotions. Now, I don't necessarily feel like you are trying to play with this person's head or emotions. You're just conflicted. And because you're conflicted, you're going to find yourself sending a boatload of mixed signals in their direction. But I understand why this person will eventually look at you like you're just playing games with their head as well as their heart. Because at the end of the day, they know what they want with you. They're not indecisive about you. They're not unsure of you and what they want with you. They know what they want with you. They're 100% sure of you and what they want with you. The problem is that you're not. And the more time goes by and the more things start to get serious, the more they're going to start to find themselves feeling like you really do want them in a relationship with them. But then there's going to be times where you're going to switch up on them and you're going to make this person feel like you don't really want this, like you initially told them that you did, basically. So be careful when it comes down to what you really do decide to do in the end. Like, in other words, Gemini, don't sign yourself up to be in a relationship with this person if you're still feeling conflicted on the inside, because all that's really going to do later on down the line between the two of you is create nothing but tension and conflict. And it's going to cause this person to feel like you're playing with their head and their emotions, because you got to understand you're dealing with somebody who's emotionally invested here. So if you're telling this person, like, yeah, let's be together, like, I like you, love you, want to be with you, let's make this happen, and then you switch up on them a month in and you're over here telling them, well, I don't know if I want this and I don't know if I want to do this, like, that's going to devastate this person. And of course, they're going to fall into the energy of, well, I just feel like you're playing with my emotions at this point. I feel like you're playing with my head because just a month ago you said that you love me and you want to be with me, and now you're like, you don't know if you want this. Like, which one is it, you know? So I wouldn't sign myself up for something that you're not entirely sure, like, you're not entirely sure of. You know what I mean? If I were you anyways, because all that's going to do is create even more inner conflict, within you. And on top of that, Gemini, because I feel like you kind of have this mentality, which there's a lot of people that are like that out there. I feel like I used to actually be that way too. In my 20s anyways, but this whole like, well, I can't do this, this being possibly you focusing on your career, your business if you have one, as well as a relationship, like that mindset is honestly, selling you short, you know what I mean? Because you could totally do both, you just believe that you can't. And like I said, I used to be that way in my 20s. I've met a lot of people that were like that, where they feel like they can't really focus on making their dreams a reality, their education, the life that they want to manifest and create for themselves while being in a relationship at the same exact time. Because relationships do take up your time, just like whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. I'm sure that's going to take up a lot of your time too. So yeah, I get the whole like why you think you can't do both, but don't sell yourself short into thinking that that is true, because you are very capable of doing both. You're showing up as an empress, so that's kind of telling me that you already, like as it is right now, you wear multiple hats, okay? So that's telling me you're very capable of focusing on you and whatever it is that you're trying to manifest into fruition here for yourself, while also allowing your relationship with this person to grow and evolve. That's all that I will say about that, because I do feel like you kind of have that mentality of, well, I can't really do both. I can't focus on my career and then focus on them and a relationship with them, but you totally can. You know what I mean? You just have to stop lying to yourself and telling yourself that you can't do something when you clearly can. You know what I mean? Because you wear multiple hats already. So that's kind of telling me that, you can totally handle this. In other words, you can totally handle this. You just got to stop lying to yourself and telling yourself that you can't. But either which way, dude, Either which way, I do feel like you could totally go off and pursue a life with them while continuing to focus on you and your career and your goals and whatever it is that you want to manifest and create for yourself. Don't think that you have to sacrifice one thing to have the other. It's basically what I'm saying. Like, don't lie to yourself in that way and say, well, I got to sacrifice one thing here because I can't have both. You can have both. You can definitely have both. This is not going to be that type of person that's going to stop you from like pursuing whatever it is that you want to pursue or doing whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? What with your life, they're not going to stop you. If anything, they're going to be nothing but supportive. So then there's that. You can do both is basically what I'm saying. You totally do both. But with the star to the Ace of Cups coming out here to the Ten of Swords, the star is all about following your true north, Gemini. It's basically a symbol of being on the path that Spirit actually wants you on, which I feel like Spirit's trying to get you on this path with this person in particular because it could definitely benefit you. It could benefit you, and it can bring a lot of good into your life. And even though you might be afraid, you know what I mean, to walk down this journey as well as path, you know, with them, you're being encouraged by Spirit to do so, okay? But don't tell yourself, nah, I can't focus on this and then focus on that because I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, the more you tell yourself that you can't do something, the more you're going to believe that you can't. When in all actuality, you can. You can totally do both. You can totally do both. If you were able to get to know this person and build such a close connection with them while focusing on you because that's what you were doing, that's kind of that should be a sign right there that you are capable. You're very, very much so capable. So don't lie to yourself and tell yourself that you can't do this because you totally can. Okay. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.